It's that time of year again, folks. The Sonic Amateur Games Expo has come and gone and delivered to us some amazing fan and indie games that I have been playing on stream. If you missed those streams, shame on you first of all, but also you might have missed this new fan game that I have been so infatuated with that I am pretty much referring to it now as one of the greatest fan games I've ever played. Time for my favorite part of the video, the obligatory self-plug. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment, maybe even subscribe, you know the deal. Also, if you want to see me playing this game in Let's Play fashion, please check out my gameplay channel by clicking the card right up there. It was during Sage 2020 when I first discovered Super Mario All-Star Attack, downloading it on a whim because I needed more Mario representation for my Sonic stream. Honestly, at the time, I was interested in just about anything that didn't involve Sonic, because burnout is a terrible thing. Made a menace out of something that I used to be extremely passionate about, but that's what happens when, for almost the last 6 years, that's been the channel's main topic. Side note, people ask me a lot why my Sonic channel has a Mario-themed icon and, branding. That's because this wasn't supposed to be a Sonic channel. That's just kinda how the cookie crumbled. But I digress. Upon getting to All-Star Attack during my stream in 2020, I ended up getting so absorbed into it that I played for almost 40 minutes in an event where I was trying to prioritize showing off as many games as possible, but I just could not help myself. My Mario button is being stroked. I don't like the way you said that, but yeah, I guess that works. And it wasn't just because this was a Mario in a sea full of Sonic. I was enamored with every aspect of this game. There were so many tiny details that were accounted for and so much love for the series as a whole on display in this game that I could have easily streamed it longer, but some people grew tired of staring perfection in the face. Flash forward to Sage 2022, and for those counting, yes, that is 2 years later, All-Star Attack returned to Sage with a brand new demo, and wouldn't you know it? Perfect, now I can make a video about it. Thank you, Hogman. Super Mario All-Star Attack is a 2D Mario fan game that can basically be described as a love letter to all Mario games. The game's plot involves Bowser stealing a new powerful star-shaped object called the All-Star with the help of his Koopalings, Bowser Jr., Kamek, and Kammy Koopa. So right there, we've got Paper Mario representation with Kammy Koopa showing up, and also the plot being very similar to Paper Mario 64's. Wanda from Mario & Wario also features as this game's guide character, and the creator gives her a new backstory, making her into a Sprixie like the little fellas from Super Mario 3D World, which I think is a pretty nice bit of lore to have her fit in better with the main continuity. Meanwhile, the Mario Bros are hearing about the theft of the All-Star and are then invited to the castle by Wanda after Bowser Jr. attacks their home for seemingly no reason, just because he's petty like that. I like that this part Wanda shows up and she's like, yes, Mario & Wario was canon, I've seen you all before, and also, let's get to the castle already, jeez. Loving the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga poses and voice clips so far. It's just another way to tie this thing into, the greater series as a whole. If I had to compare the way the game plays to another game in the series, I'd put it somewhere between Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. On my initial encounter with the game, I had some trouble adjusting to this in-between take on 2D Mario, but nowadays, I feel like a real professional gamer. Or at least I would if the game didn't kick my ass as hard as it does. If you've ever heard from people who play Mario games about Mario difficulty, just know that that means most Mario games don't have very much difficulty at all. But this game, you cannot treat it the same way as a regular Mario game, because this game is not afraid to have real difficulty. That difficulty mainly stems from the fact that the levels in this game are much longer than anything you'd see in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. They are much more comparable to, I don't know, maybe something like double the length, maybe triple. And checkpoints are also a little bit sparse, but I'm not sure if that's because I put the game on expert mode, sort of like overestimating my abilities. But yeah, the live system has never been as scary as it is now for me, because I have lost several levels of progress because of game overs, and I've taken to grinding coins to get more lives at the store now. Thankfully though, if a level is really beating you down, you might be able to just switch to a different character, and since there are 8 characters that you can play as, there's a lot you can do to subvert your death. You start off with just Mario and Luigi, but upon reaching the castle, Toad and Princess Peach tag along as well, completing the original Super Mario Bros. 2 squad. Later down the line, Wario and Sonic are also playable, but I haven't unlocked either of them yet, so I don't know how they fit into the story, if at all. Every character obviously has their own special abilities and stats, Mario being the most well-rounded and sporting his Super Mario World spin jump. Luigi's his usual floaty self, making use of his super jump, possibly a reference to Super Paper Mario, not sure on that. Toad is kind of a harder difficulty setting with his low jump, but he makes up for it with his speed and crouch jump ability for Mario 2. Peach might be a tad slower than the rest of the gang, but she can float after jumping with the press of a special button, and Wario is another case entirely because the creator went out of their way to recreate Wario's gameplay from Wario Land 1. And if you've played Wario Land 1, you can see by this footage what I'm talking about. You'll know exactly what I mean and exactly how it feels. It's almost like playing an entirely different game within the same game I was just playing as Luigi. Wario retains his shoulder tackle move that he's famous for, and also takes along a bunch of the power-ups from his original game and some new ones that you see later on. And of course we have our special guest character, ol' Sonic the Hedgehog. He does not have a need for a run button because he accelerates on his own. And of course he has the spin dash and the super peel out and a bunch of different power-ups from his own game in the form of the elemental shields. There's like the tiniest bit of regret in my mind that we don't get things like Fire Sonic or Boomerang Sonic or any other of those other Sonics we could have got. But this makes sense for consistency's sake. And also, if Sonic was allowed to get like the raccoon suit, I think he would be incredibly overpowered running at full speed almost all the time. With all that stuff out of the way, I'd like to talk about some of those smaller details that I said I noticed. Being like a huge Mario aficionado, some of this stuff really made me surprised that anyone would even think to include it, but here we are. For instance, water levels, usually not very pleasant, but in Super Mario World they added this feature that allows Mario to swim upwards really fast while holding up, and the ability to swim forwards faster while not increasing his vertical position by holding down. This is present in Super Mario All-Star Attack, but it's something that Nintendo didn't even do for the Mario World theme in either Mario Maker game. Now, more people might know about this because of the Angry Video Game Nerd video, but in Mario 3, in the first world, there's a secret warp whistle you can obtain by holding down on this white block for a few seconds. Mario will then fall through the block and into the background where he can run past the level exit and grab the warp whistle. In Super Mario All-Star Attack, I was just playing the game casually when I came across a white block, and I was like, I wonder if this is the thing in this game. So I stood on the block, held down, and after a couple seconds, I dropped into the background and I found a secret item that I could pick up. That one really blew my mind. I was not expecting that. After sneaking around in certain levels and taking a pipe, I found a secret warp into a world that references a really famous glitch from the original Super Mario Bros. That, of course, being the Minus World. And true to the Minus World being something that you can't get out of because it is an infinite paradoxical land, you can't leave this area until you beat all of the levels, and my god, are they kinda difficult. Continuing with references to other games, there is a world in most of the worlds hidden away that you can find that are references to Super Mario Bros. 2, complete with picking up vegetables, throwing them, Shy Guys, Phantos, and all of this amazing stuff that you could come to see in Mario 2, one of the greatest games of all time. Yoshi also features in Mario All-Star Attack, not as a character, but as a rideable partner character. That sounds a little weird, but you know what I mean. Like Yoshi, you ride Yoshi, and he's got his flutter jump from Yoshi's Island. It also looks like his Yoshi's Island counterpart, because I think everyone loves that art style. And also, if you eat certain colors of Koopa shells, Yoshi will have different effects when spitting them out, just like in Super Mario World. And again, I believe that's a thing that Nintendo didn't do in Super Mario Maker. I think they just have two different color of Yoshis. Another interesting little detail is you can come across towns in this game that will have item shops and just NPCs you can interact with, sometimes secret exits and other goodies you can find. But they also can sometimes appear at night, and different things will happen when you go there, such as in Toad Town, there is a really fun little nightclub area where everyone's dancing and having a good time even though the world's ending or whatever. And you can see Daisy here as a cameo character, and she's like, hey, where's Luigi? Haven't talked to him in a while, and that's kind of unfortunate to hear. Sorry, buddy. And the last thing I'm gonna gush about here is that every single character you play as has different visuals for their power-ups. I've already mentioned the straight-up different power-ups between the characters, such as Sonic's shield abilities or Wario's Wario Land 1 powers, but in this game, you can get, let's say, Wario's later power-ups, and Wario has a variant of the frog suit where he's like Whale Wario, and that is some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. It functions exactly the same as the frog suit, but it's like a whole new way for Wario to experience it. That's what I'm saying. This game has all of these nice little touches. They go above and beyond with every single aspect of this thing. Every time I load a new screen in this game, there's something that makes me smile, and with it actually offering a decent challenge, I feel like the luckiest person alive having found this game. I can tell I'm gonna be occupied for a really long time playing this thing, and it's still just a demo with only 8 out of the 10 worlds that are gonna be in the final product. So I don't know what more you could want from something like this. You have an incredibly original take on the Mario series with so much love and care poured into it that you're gonna be noticing things every single time you boot up this game, and it's gonna take a while before you get to the end of the demo, which means the next demo might just be out by the time you're done. So I just hope the amount of appreciation I have for this game shines through here. It is a genuinely special experience that I cannot recommend you play enough. Hey, yo man, the video's over now. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know down in the comments what you thought was cool and what you didn't think was cool. But anyway, if you liked it, please fuck, what do I say? If you like this video and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, and join the Discord to keep up with more fan games and other things that aren't fan games, because I do a lot of things. That's what I say. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to my current channel supporters, who are Brady Hilkemeyer, Mimic, Noah Wizbios, Dark Mist 325, Scratch Attack 64, The Talented Animator, Minty, Danny Lee Dauber, Dax, Ty Little Tech Guy, Jeremy, Crystal, Chaos, Dork in a Hat, Mega Traffic Cone, and on Patreon, Noah Wizbios again, and John the Real Wawa Luigi. And a big thank you to everyone in the $1 tier as well. Even $1 helps a whole lot, and I appreciate all of you guys a ton. If you'd like to keep seeing videos like this and you want to support the channel, you can go click the join button below the video, and that is where you will see things that you get perks for joining the channel, like, you know, getting shoutouts and stuff in the Discord and stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.